The first night of the live feeds is always hard to navigate. The house guests have been in the house now for 4 days, and a lot of gameplay has already happened. Hey everybody, my name is Danielle, and this is Chatter Out Loud. I love chatting about Big Brother, and during the season that means digging into the live feeds. The televised episodes are edited to tell a story, but the feeds give us a chance to see the strategy unfold in real time. So let's talk about what stood out today, what it could mean for everyone's game, and a few things I'll be keeping my eye on. And if you want to keep up with my live feed updates, be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. I plan to talk about Big Brother Season 28 all season long. All right, let's jump in. Remember in episode 1, or premiere night, there were 3 house guests that won safety: Rome, Chuck with no C, and Jason. We saw that Dee appears to be consolidating power in the game. She's the first HOH of the season. Her nominees were, or are, Mallory, Taylor, and Kosh. Now, at the time that I'm recording this, they are gearing up to play for the veto tomorrow. But by the time I post this, it'll be tomorrow. So I'll have to come back later on in the afternoon or the evening after they play the veto with another update. But right now, we know that Dee is the HOH. Her nominees are Mallory, Taylor, and Kosh. What's changed since the premiere episode? We see that Dee appears to be more in control than the edit suggested. And that edit, I mean on Big Brother Unlocked. We were all forced to watch that to see that, or to get confirmation that Dee entered the game. And I guess I should start there, or should have started there. During the episode of Big Brother Unlocked earlier this evening, we learned or got confirmation that Dee replaced Rachel in the game, right? All right. And they started to kick off the head of household competition towards the end of that episode. So Dee appears more in control than the edit originally suggested. Mallory has become likely the target in the game. Kosh appears safer than expected. Jason is emerging as a strong social player, and there are early alliances being formed. In terms of the social game, Lala prepping and cooking dinner is strengthening her social game, because we know making meals is always a good strategy, especially early on in the game. Mallory is clearly struggling emotionally after being nominated. We've seen tears, we've seen her sunglasses, we've seen her take a little time for herself. But what I like is that she isn't just disappearing. I mean, she is disappearing for moments in time, but she's re-engaging or re-emerging and re-engaging. She's getting back into the conversations, and that's exactly what you have to do if you want people to vote to keep you, right? However, I do feel, based on some of the conversations I've heard, I feel like she's the target for the week. Kosh seems to be talking a lot, but I'm wondering if that's simply his response to being nominated. What's working for him is that the house sees him handling being on the block with class. And haven't we heard that before? And that's cause for concern. And what I mean by that is because if everyone views him as someone who takes nominations well, does he then become the easy pawn every time someone needs a nominee? Right? And Taylor, it looks like she's recovering socially after being nominated. We've seen her have her emotions and disappear and reemerge. When I first started, when they first turned on the live feeds, we came into her talking with Dee in the HOH room, and it seemed like a positive interaction, and she seemed upbeat. She didn't seem all that upset. Well, I should say it didn't seem, the conversation that Dee and Taylor had, it didn't seem contentious. But, and it's not a but. I feel like she's doing the right thing. She's engaging with people. She keeps talking. And you always want to talk with the HOH, right? She did seem very, very anxious with how she was pacing back and forth in the backyard. She wasn't isolating at that time. When I shut off the feeds to record this, it looked like she was beginning to isolate, and she was very upset. She had her sunglasses on, so we'll see how she recovers. Some observations that I've seen tonight. Drew, Kamu, and Haley seem to be friends, so I'm watching for an alliance there. I think Jason is an information gatherer. He's floating between Lyric, Lala, Taylor, and Mallory, and I don't think that's accidental. Right now, he's learning more than he's revealing, and I can't wait to see what happens when he finally gets some power. I'm loving Jason's gameplay right now. Ashley and Barrett are being considered the two, or I heard someone say or refer to them as the two. And this implies, or to me, this implies that this could be a showmance. So I'm going to watch for that. Angela is telling stories, sharing her BB28 stories and building relationships. Right now, she's calm. I'm not convinced we're seeing a different Angela. Let's give her another week to see, right? It is perceived that Dee is overwhelmed and doesn't know the game, right? We've heard a couple of players say this. I find this hard to believe, right? She won her season of Survivor. She is a comp beast, but she's very strategic. And it wouldn't surprise me if this is part of her strategy to have people believe that she doesn't understand the Big Brother game. I think Taylor implemented her strategy because I heard her tell Jason she picked her 8. Remember in her intro reel, she was talking about the 3 teams and having the lead on each team report back. I think she's implemented that strategy or has attempted to because she told Jason she picked her 8. I'm hoping to see, or I hope we get to see this develop because I'm so interested to see this. I thought I observed a budding showmance between Lyric and Rome. Ugh. Yeah, I think I see that. And Chuck with no C keeps talking about how he's ready for the next competition. He's displaying red flags, and he's also giving Keanu vibes. The game isn't just about comps, Chuck with no C. Oh, but that's what he's going around. He's just waiting to compete. All right. Some questions I'm looking for answers to when I watch the live feeds tomorrow. Who are the trio of girls that are messy? And it includes Haley. I heard this coming when I first came into the feeds. It was early on this evening when I was watching. Someone had mentioned the trio of girls, and it implied that they are being messy, and Haley is one of the girls. Oh, and this was the conversation between Jason and Mallory. So I'm going to be looking for that answer. And the other question I'm walking away with tonight is who were Lyric and Melody trying to pull together in an alliance during their walk in the backyard? The feeds kept cutting away from them, so we didn't get to hear the end of that conversation. Okay, that's all I have. I'll be back sometime tomorrow with another live feeds update. And remember, by the time I post this will post on Saturday morning sometime, and I'll be back Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening with another live feeds update. Anyway, are you watching the live feeds? Let me know your thoughts in the comment below. All right. Thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you next time.